Money laundering through cryptocurrencies. Welcome to my channel today. I will talk about money laundering through cryptocurrencies. Before we get started, don't forget like, share, subscribe to our channel. Exploiting the anonymity of the blockchain to conceal profits from both off-chain and on-chain criminal activities. Money laundering is a common theme in a variety of crypto crimes. Criminal entertainers mean to muddle the wellsprings of unlawful assets and convert them into cash, at last coordinating them into the authentic financial framework. Theft of cryptocurrencies from online exchanges, cybercrimes, digital fraud, and real-world criminal activities all use cryptocurrencies as a means of laundering funds. Most mainstream exchanges and virtual asset service providers, VASPs, follow Financial Action Task Force (FATF) guidelines to mitigate the dangers of virtual assets used for terrorist financing and money laundering. FATF executes a gamble-based enemy of tax evasion (AML) approach, integrating Know Your Client (KYC) guidelines that command client character check. In response, criminals use cutting-edge methods to get around these rules and hide their money. They utilize different strategies and administrations to course support through numerous addresses or organizations, making an intricate organization that disguises the beginnings of the assets. The washed resources are then moved from an apparently genuine source to an objective location or a trade for liquidation, making it difficult for monetary specialists to follow the assets back to their unlawful exercises. The 5 methods that criminals use most frequently to launder money on the blockchain are listed below. Tax evasion is a common subject in numerous crypto violations, as criminal entertainers influence the blockchain's namelessness to wash benefits from both off-chain and on-chain exercises. Converting the illicit funds into cash, which can then be integrated into the legitimate banking system, is what this process entails. Cryptographic forms of money become an instrument for lawbreakers to launder reserves from a scope of violations, including certifiable crimes, cybercrimes, computerized extortion, and robberies from online trades. To address the dangers related with virtual resources utilized for tax evasion and psychological militant funding, most standard trades and virtual resources specialist co-ops, VASPs, stick to the Monetary Activity Team, FATF direction. FATF carries out a gamble-based enemy of tax evasion (AML) approach, consolidating Know Your Client (KYC) guidelines that order client character checks. Criminals respond by developing sophisticated methods for evading these regulations and laundering illegal funds. To conceal the origins of the funds, criminals use a variety of services and methods to route them through numerous addresses or businesses, resulting in a complicated network. The assets that have been laundered are then moved from a source that appears to be legitimate to a destination address or an exchange for liquidation, making it difficult for financial investigators to connect the funds to the criminal activities that they have been involved in. Here are the 5 most famous strategies utilized by crooks for washing assets on the blockchain. Settled administrations. A general class working inside trades, these administrations use addresses facilitated by trades to take advantage of liquidity and exchange. Exchanges show up as led by the host counterparties, trades, as opposed to the settled administrations or people. Infamous sorts incorporate over-the-counter, OTC, representatives working with enormous digital currency exchanges safely and secretly. Gambling websites. Famous among tax criminals, reserves are paid into betting stages through recognizable or mysterious records. Cashed out funds or bets can be used to legitimize the money, often in conjunction with affiliates. FATF's Virtual Resources Warning of Tax Evasion and Fear-Based Oppressor Funding report distinguishes betting administrations as warnings. Blenders and tumblers, administrations that blend or tumble various clients' digital currency exchanges, making it challenging to follow the beginning of assets. The funds of users are mixed together, and the clean funds are sent to the intended location, concealing the original source. Protection coins. Because they are made to provide enhanced privacy and anonymity, cryptocurrencies make it difficult to trace transactions. Models incorporate Monero, XMR, and Zcash, Zeek, giving security highlights not accessible in conventional digital currencies. P2. P-transfers. Shared trades permit direct exchanges between clients, working with mysterious and decentralized exchanging. Without the need for intermediaries, criminals use these platforms to exchange illegal funds. These techniques add to the difficulties looked by specialists and agents in battling digital currency-related tax evasion. The constant adaptation of criminals to regulatory measures necessitates ongoing efforts to develop detection and prevention strategies. Blenders are administrations intended to upgrade the obscurity of computerized resources by mixing assets from various addresses prior to delivering them at irregular spans to new objective locations or wallets. This interaction altogether builds the trouble of following the path of assets, making it moving for specialists to screen exchanges. Crypto tax evasion through blenders has gathered consideration because of its far and wide use and huge effect. In WARC 2023, the US Division of Equity reported the joint global takedown of ChipMixer, a darknet crypto blending administration liable for laundering more than $3 billion in digital currency. Over $46 million worth of cryptocurrencies were seized by German authorities from the back-end servers as a result of this operation. Tornado Cash, a mixer suspected of laundering over $7 billion between 2019 and 2022, is another notable case. The fact that the creator of the service was eventually detained by Dutch authorities highlights the regulatory efforts to combat the illegal use of mixers in the cryptocurrency industry. Thanks for joining our journey into money laundering through cryptocurrencies. Remember to hit that like button, share them with your friends, and subscribe for more high-flying content.